Guys, welcome to 22nd part of Android video tutorial. Here Prabish with you. In this part I am going to explain what happens if two activities have the same indent filter name. If two activities have same indent filter name, the Android system will automatically show a dialog box that prompts you to choose an activity to complete the action. So here I am going to demonstrate it using a working example. So in order to do that, I just create a new Android project here. I name it as test demo. Rename the package name as test demo. Leave all these as default. Create a blank activity. The first activity name is the main activity name is main activity. I does not change it. Click finish. So here is the new project is created and the main activity will appear here. So now I am going to create another activity in the same project. So I just create a new Android activity. This is a blank activity. Name it as second activity. The layout name is activity second. Click finish. Now you can see that under the layout folder a new layout file is appear called activity second.xml. Also under the resource file, under src file, there is the second activity.java file is also created. Here is the code on the second activity.java. Also looking to the manifest file, it is also generated the activity tab for the second activity that I just created now. Okay, so in the first activity now I am going to add a new button on the first activity. A text view is present on the main layout, so I just delete the text view. Now I just add a button here. I just place a button on the first activity. So I just rename the button as open another. Also here is the ID for the button is button 1. Okay, now I am just open up the main activity Java file. In that class I just create an object for the button bn. Now I have to connect the object to the ID present on the layout file. So bn is equal to find view by ID dot id dot button 1. Here is a casting is required. I just cast it into button object. Now I create an action listener for the button. So set on click listener new view dot on click listener. I have to import some packages here. Also a semicolon is needed here. Okay, I just create and set on click listener for the button. So here I just invoke the activity that I secondly create. So in order to do that I have to create an indent object here. Indent I is equal to new indent. With filter name, I just give a name called a common filter. So now I just start the activity. Start activity method, using start activity method. Okay, fine. I just create an indent object using an indent filter name called a common filter, and start the activity using start activity method. Now I have to do some changes on the manifest file. The manifest for the second activity, there is only the activity tab is present. There is no indent filter tab corresponding to that activity tab, so I have to add the indent filter tab for the second activity. So I just copy the indent filter tab from the first activity, that is the main activity. Now I just add it here. Here the filter name is common filter. Okay, I just open up the second activity. There is a hello world message is present. I just change it into welcome to second. Okay, now I just run the project, run as Android application. There is some errors are present here. Android text, sorry, it is referred from the string.xml file. I just remove it and just type it here, welcome to second. I just save it. Now I just run the project, go to the emulator, just wait a second for the application to launch. Okay, here is the application is open up. Here is the main activity that contain a button with the label open another. I just click the button. Sorry, here some errors are present here, that's why it is not started yet. So just check it up, what is the error. In the main activity, we created the indent filter as common filter. So we have to check it in the manifest file. It is also common filter. So it is a launcher, it is not a launcher, it is a default category, because it is not possible to invoke an activity on the launcher using start activity method. That's why the error is occur. So again I run the project. Okay, here is the application is running on the emulator, successfully run on the emulator. I just click the button. Okay, now it will go to the second activity that I recently created. So the next step I have to do is to create another activity, and I have to give the indent filter name as common filter. That means the two activities have the same indent filter name. Okay guys, that's enough for this part. Please go to the next part of this tutorial for further learning of this topic. Please subscribe my channel for further video updates. Thank you for watching. See you in the next part.